everyone doing?
Hi.
Happy
It's
Monday.
Monday.
And you know what that means. Oops,
We
nope.
solving a mystery.
Look at
Oh, I
Toby in the
forget.
chair. He's so cute.
Wait, no. So we're
Hello, Toby.
gonna help
All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap.
that little
and you
kid's
could be
brother,
Mrs. Hudson's
right?
younger sister.
Yes. Where's our thing, Sam? Young Wiggins of the Irregulars seeks Holmes' advice on a family affair. His elder brother Leighton has been arrested by the police. He's accused in a double murder. Half Moon Street. Investigate the crime scene and talk to witnesses. Interrogate Leighton and examine his belongings at Scotland Yard. Okay. Okay, I guess let's just go straight there. Poor kid. Was he being framed or was it just wrong place, wrong time? I wonder. Oh gosh, hello? Are you okay? What are you doing? Are you just... Oh, okay.
Passed out. Huh.
Not supposed to go that way.
Is this just like this is a seedy part of town. There's just people loitering kind of thing?
Right, yeah.
Oh, look at his top hat. He looks so fancy.
Yeah, I wish I looked this fancy. Passed out, like, drunk on the sidewalk. Okay. Where do we... Okay, where do we go? Not that way. Down this creepy alley?
Guess so.
I'm scared we're just gonna, like... It's just gonna be a body. Like, all of a sudden. It's gonna spook me.
Please.
Oh, yep, there they are. Okay.
Oh.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes. Is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Who are the victims?
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other,
ruffian.
Kenneth Butler,
A
a
ruffian.
jeweler by trade.
Such a good word that we just don't use enough.
I know it.
What?
It makes me think
You
of
spoke of
ruffians,
statements.
thugs.
You have witnesses?
An Ivy quickstand.
I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay. Testimony?
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half
Hi,
Moon
Cat.
Street. That was the side that you came from.
I hope your
But
Monday
you
has
would have
gone
been
well so
unable
far.
to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
He probably just ran from the scene, right? Like, I would run away.
Yeah.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, Today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I
Gosh.
appear to have lost track
We
of the
don't keep
days.
track of that.
It is May now, of course.
I was gonna, yeah, like that's the sort of thing Holmes is just not gonna give two shits about.
Yeah.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Okay.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's examine the bodies before we talk to him. We can ask him about anything.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
Yeah, that's not good.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vicotti must have done some time there.
Okay, so this is our ruffian.
Brian Vicotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Okay. Okay,
This
got a
is an
key.
ordinary key.
Ooh-wee.
I wonder what kind of door it opens.
I mean, he's a jeweler, right? So probably his, like, shop.
Yeah.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
I mean, if you're gonna get shot and die...
Is there something on the ground?
I know. This probably me tea. Plates.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
What the heck is that?
Egg leg. I don't know.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Newly broken? New... Just like... Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your
Sounds
story?
So sus.
Yeah, like... I know things that I made up in my head.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Maybe he's just a sweet
I
old
was
man.
already in bed when the fireworks started.
I was
A few
definitely
moments
judging.
after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
What do we got?
Ugh.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man. The murderer. The fellow they caught.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Okay. Paid attention to Mr. Turner's window while he was running past the dead bodies. He did not observe anyone next to the window. It was dark there.
Okay.
Whereas he's like, yeah, I was right there.
I mean, if it was dark, like, I feel like someone could be right next to the window and you still wouldn't see them, but...
Yeah. And, like, you can be next to the window and, like, peering around.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be, like... I mean, I wouldn't be standing in the middle of the window.
No, like, I wouldn't want to be seen. Yeah.
Both found shot. Second shot louder than the first. Okay, I don't think that's anything yet. Okay. She's down this way. Hey, Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes,
Ian.
did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Not yet, bud. I'll go talk to him in a minute, though. You really,
Ollie.
this is a weird time to be tending your flowers
True.
and to be
Mrs.
leaving them
Powell?
out front of your shop.
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes, I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Interesting. Okay.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I know. Is
I'm
the
not sure.
constable
You know,
stuff?
what with the fireworks?
That seemed, the way she put it, it seemed a little weird.
Yeah.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
I still say this is a weird time to be trying to sell flowers. Okay.
Agreed. But convenient for us, I guess. You're right. Can we look at that?
Yeah, what the hell? Nothing to say about all this?
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Is that weird?
I don't suppose it's weird. Maybe allowed her to see something? I don't know.
Locked. Locked.
Open doors right now.
Yeah, I was surprised that even came up as like a prompt. How far can we go down this way? Okay. So it's not like we can talk to those people.
Locked.
Okay.
Such a Nancy. It's locked.
It's locked. Is there anything else around her?
Let me go. Yeah. Nope.
Okay. Let's check the alley then. Hello, Constable. Hello, Watson. A pole.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Okay.
I've seen those before, but I forget what they're used for.
Are they forgetting the lamps down to light them?
Maybe?
Like in Mary Poppins?
Mhm.
That guy does? Yeah.
Maybe. You might be right. Okay. I mean, I guess let's go talk to... I forget his name, but...
Yeah. The accused.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how old this kid is.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police.
Are
Or are
you
there
here,
any
Sherlock?
new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Okay.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Okay.
Okay. It's a weird thing to know, huh?
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Okay.
Person's got good aim.
Yeah.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Come out with apple. He's healthy.
Okay.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say.
Oh my.
It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as
That's
your
a
younger
rough
brother
scar.
Wiggins has told me.
Yeah.
My brother. You know him. Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
That's what I'd be like. I'd be like, I will
Boy.
tell you everything you want to know. Where do you want me to
Good.
start?
Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but As I was thinking of that, I saw a third person.
What?
He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Pray,
Interesting.
continue.
Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him.
I do not trust the police in this
But then
one.
I was blinded by a flash.
No.
It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still
he has the same
half-blinded at that
tattoo.
moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
As
the other guy, as the dead guy, the one on his hand.
Oh.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
What is going on with the sound? Like, he couldn't hear him, and like she said one of the shots was louder.
Right. Okay. Oh, from the hoodlum.
Why follow him?
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Oh, poor kid. I mean, yeah, the prisoners maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, this is irrelevant. Yeah.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Of course I am.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us
Together?
joined one of these fraternities.
Interesting.
During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
Oh.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Oh my.
Well, I like him.
Yeah, he seems like a good person. 2 different consecutive shots. One was louder. Both found shot in the dark, narrow Half Moon Street, which is located between Great Alley and... Okay. Had nothing of any value in his possession when he was caught by the police directly after the crime. Only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Brian Vercotti and Kenneth Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies and escaping the crime. Holding a revolver with 2 fired cartridges when he was caught after the crime in Half Moon Street. Which, like... So was it like a murder-suicide? Because... if one of the victims was holding the gun that had the 2 shots fired, and it was probably the dude with the head wound, did he just shoot the other guy and then kill himself? Maybe?
I don't know.
Blinded by a flash of bright light. I kind of wonder if the dude in the apartment blinded him or something. Or maybe something from the mirror.
Oh.
Old acquaintance of Leighton. They're both in prison for robbery. Okay, I feel like this goes with... what about... Oops. What about his revolver and... No, okay. No, I don't want that. Okay.
Maybe the common statement with latent statements?
Yeah, nice. I don't think that is the case.
What?
That's weird. Okay, I mean, I guess it's like...
That wasn't even a choice. Huh.
Yeah, that's just one of the ones you have to leave, like, totally deselected. You're found shot. Old acquaintance? No. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards.
What?
Ah. Turner could hear the contrast
That's crazy.
between 2 fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. This is an interesting theory.
Like, what would that take for that to happen so perfectly?
Yeah. The other guy did have a gun, though, so there were 2 guns. Interesting. Witness testimonies and crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. It's too simple, though. Like, we have a whole third person. Fourth person, really. Took a gun from the body, set off in pursuit of the man, but he was blinded by a flash of light. No, it still wants me to... Two of these go together. Located.
Did you try that one, an old acquaintance already? Yeah. Okay. Did you try the revolver and lootless already?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Maybe because they were... Could have had a personal motive. Oh no, I didn't mean to select that. Okay, is that enough? No. Well, there's only 3 left.
Okay.
See, I don't know if that's true either. Okay. Mr. Turner and check the view from his flat. Alright, well, let's do that. I don't trust anyone in this case yet, except for the kid who's in jail.
Yep.
I look at everyone else and I'm like, oh, y'all are all suspicious.
It's still telling you to open the deductions.
I think because it wants me to make actual selections and choices. I don't want to do that yet.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
You tell him.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Did you see
Watch
him
your
do
mouth,
it?
lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
A lot of assumptions happening right there on behalf of the police. Like, you don't know that. Apparently he had like a cushy job and was like an upstanding member of society after he like got his shit together.
Yeah.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
No, you didn't.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from
that's fair.
Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
We gonna look around his house? Yeah.
Got anything you're not supposed to be burning?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. Plus this.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Oh!
Oh.
A perfect match. So,
I wasn't that far
Mr.
off.
Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Yeah, that's super suspicious, sir. I mean, he's gonna say, like, oh, it happened the other day when I was walking home.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Okay.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
The other dude had run off by the time he got over here.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Sure, I mean,
Okay.
as are most knives.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Oh, and then burn it.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, bud. Let's chat.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, wow. Okay. So we woke up out of bed.
Yeah. I went from bed.
Went over to the window, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went. Okay, so. Open the window. Approached the body. Came back. Cut stuff. Or maybe, do you think he immediately hit his stick?
Yeah, I probably placed it first. You probably, I don't know. Yeah. It seems like something you do when you get home.
And then cut paper. And then burned paper?
Yeah.
See shit go down. Like, okay. Messes with the body somehow. Took paper, maybe? I guess.
Yeah. The paper.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Oh, so like he cut out a book.
Oh, I see.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
He stole a jewel.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Okay.
Just opportunistic,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
Imagine
No,
doing that
merely
and thinking
correct
you're
me if I am
golden, and then
wrong.
Sherlock Holmes walks
saw
into your
Leighton
room,
Chapman
and
through
within
the
like
window.
30 seconds is like,
But
you
you
stole
also
this.
noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Okay, what have we got here? Anything new? Yeah, I mean, those two definitely don't go together, so.
Don't. No.
I mean, like, this just seemed to come out of nowhere. Like, we've seen nothing to support this.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant to click on. I feel like we'll have to look it up in his research. Poisonous plants. Search for bracelet. What did he say? It was antique art? Oh, yeah.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
Hellenistic treasures collection, missing from the museum since 1885. Okay, so maybe there was like a...
That is not the one I need.
Still yesterday evening, while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art exhibition, Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop. Vincent Foley had been in the... Huh. Interesting. So the treasures were lost, supposedly.
Here it is.
But yet he has one.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Ooh. Let's go.
Like the outside noises.
Yeah, it's very ambient. Ah, here it is.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
Okay. Right. Mystery solved. Okay. We got...
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Okay.
Is that it? Okay. I guess so. Maybe over here.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor. It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
Okay.
Didn't.
Oh, I'm not gonna like read that. Oh.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Ailey and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yup. Okay. So... is that it?
Maybe the deal went bad, so like he shot the one and then ended up getting shot himself for some reason.
Yeah. Took a bracelet, possibly a ring. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's this one? The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. Okay, I mean, it was clearly about the jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that labeled that other one imaginary man.
Yeah.
Bugs me so much.
I still don't know that. Still don't know that. And I don't think that's true. Okay. Solve the crime. Sure.
We talk to people like the constable who seems sketchy.
Right, and the lady. We've only talked to her once.
Yeah.
I mean, she might have the ring.
Oh, true. Oh, Leighton doesn't have the ring in his
Why
possession.
are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
Oh yeah, he's
People like me.
do not like this man.
Yes.
And
Street
even if
beggars
he's
aren't thieves.
totally innocent here,
I
he's
ain't a
just
thief.
a dick.
Oh no.
yeah.
Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought
Get out
it.
of here.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Sir, you are just a
It would
world-class
be my
dick.
pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Can't even talk to him. Hey,
Can you open
Wiggins.
the deductions, please?
Do you want the clues or the...
Yeah. The. Oh, we already did the loot list. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no,
I was thinking the loot list would go with the fact that the ring is
there's
gone.
a ring.
Yeah.
Hey, Wiggins.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I know, but... Lady?
Such a young man,
Oh, no.
and already a murderer.
No, he's really not, though. I mean, what does it wants us to choose one of these?
I know.
What if we say this? What happens? I mean, I don't think that's true.
Right, I don't think it's true either.
Can we, like, deselect these? No. Okay. Oh, shit. I mean, committed a double murder at Half Moon Street. His motive was the theft of ancient and valuable treasures. The last piece of the 5 rams of Matillion.
No way. No way.
No.
No.
How do we get rid of these?
I don't know.
There's more stuff going on. Let's talk to him again. Can I ask him if he knew anything about this jewelry or this heist?
Yeah.
Please believe me, Mr. Holmes. I'm not a killer.
Really?
Huh. There's nothing more in evidence, right?
Was there any experiment we needed to do, or?
Let's just check to be sure. Nothing there.
My archive. I can always
Dang.
consult with it if needed.
Is this...
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
So, the third guy that Leighton supposedly saw kneeling over the body, I guess it could have been Turner, but Turner doesn't have a gun. So we're still missing an entire weapon potentially involved in this.
Yeah.
Do we miss something at the pawn shop? Can we talk to anybody here?
Crampons.
I don't like it, and I don't want to accept that this is...
No, I don't. There's no way.
It looks as though Mr.
We can't read that or, like, examine it at all? What the heck?
Okay, I did a little digging.
Do we need to go into Turner's apartment again?
No, but we do need to go back to Half Moon Street. we can use our imagination.
I see. Okay, so like a recreate.
Hey.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here?
I've done nothing wrong.
Oh
You'd
my
learn
God,
more
leave
by
this
watching
kid
Mr.
alone.
Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi,
Every time I come back.
watch your tongue.
I like how much Wiggins sasses him back though.
Yeah, totally.
Like, he deserves it. One of the victims possibly fired his gun twice. Find out who it might have been.
Oh. Can we go look at those patches? You know what? I bet that's what the lamp pole is for.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Maybe we have to have this like activated.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
What could we use?
This should be useful. This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Okay.
Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing.
Okay.
How do we... What?
I mean, that makes sense though, because we don't believe the other ones. So. I say we just keep going.
Yeah.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
Give you something to do.
I would like
besides
to make sure
bullying
that
a
there are
child.
no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Well, there's that fun little nook at the end of the street.
Yeah. Oh, we are him?
Guess
Oh.
so.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Check your corners.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Okay.
If we can assume that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, create the fireworks described by Layton, and attempt to climb the wall.
Okay.
Do we do that with the
It would be
mirror?
Oh, we had the pawn shop.
Okay. That makes so much more sense that those random items were like something you could click on. Cause
Yeah. That was kind of silly.
okay.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall. This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
I was a little worried there for a second that we had like disproved a third person, but I like the fact that
I know.
he like okay, no, he definitely had to like climb to this wall or something.
Yeah.
Look here, lad. You'd better
Oh
go
my
home.
god.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight.
Don't be
Lord.
daft, lad.
Sorry, I don't need to see
No.
this guy be a dick to this kid over and over again. Okay, how do we... Who's gonna help us do this? Yeah, Morrow. Isn't this what Watson is for, though?
I honestly, can we do it
Constable
with
Marrow,
Watson?
Watson, I would like to perform another kind
Okay,
of
there he is.
reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Layton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Layton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Layton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
F?
Are we meant to wait until we start the chase? I don't understand. Okay.
I think you pick one.
Climb the wall. Climb the wall. Climb the wall. And this one's got... I guess we'll try this one.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
I see. So what's the difference between these two?
That one's more towards the street. In the lights of the street.
This wall is cast in shadow.
Yeah,
it
I
would
guess
be difficult
the
to
lady
see
could have seen that
anyone
other
scaling
one,
it.
huh? Okay. Duh. This is interesting.
I can barely see anything.
Okay, I definitely hit A. I don't know what it...
Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing faster.
Okay. Apparently I need to hit the keys multiple times.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Nice, okay.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Okay.
These shards of glass are from the window above.
Oh. Whose
It's empty.
jacket is this?
I used it to break the
A
window.
cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Okey-dokey.
Wait, I tuned back in for Sherlock scaling a brick wall. Yeah, he... I'm up here, gentlemen. Where else would he be?
Let us take a closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair.
Do
A
constables
shaving
ride
brush is
horses?
usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please
Oh.
pass me your shaving brush?
Here you
I'm
are.
thinking less and less it's the constable, but I just want him to be
Oh,
guilty
Watson,
because
look,
he's a
what's
dick.
outside the window?
Because he's such an
Where? I
ass.
don't see anything.
Right.
Ouch!
But we
Holmes.
keep asking
Oh,
him
don't
for
make such a
help, so I
fuss.
kind of doubt
One
it's
little
him.
hair.
Yeah, I mean, I think less and less that it's him, but
Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a
Does that
large
mean
and
that it's
exotic animal.
larger, or that it's just a different animal?
Hmm.
Yeah, that. Oh. Maybe, the third shot and Leighton's statements? Nope. Yay.
Okay, they were both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. The victims of a double murder carried out by one person. I don't think that's it. I think the deal went bad, and there was a third dude there.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Interesting.
it was on, I think.
It's red either way.
Well, I say we come back to.
Yeah. Follow the trace of the criminal and inspect the attic of the building. Okay.
Guess we didn't look at everything.
Nope. Wait, what street is this? Yeah, we want to go out the other side.
Mr.
Jamie, do
Constable?
again.
What?
No. Alright, we want this building right here. Yes, I mean, like, are we ever gonna look at these obvious tracks on the street? Maybe there's more with this window.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
I mean, sure. Vanished from the crime scene happening could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal was found on his jacket. Person Leighton Chapman describes in his statements as a figment. I mean, okay.
No.
It's this one then.
Wow, we really went circus, huh?
I know.
I guess we're just like overturning these as we go.
Yeah. I guess do we still need to, yeah. Art. Rest proven to be true. Yeah. Person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. Skillful acrobat. Criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Yes. Talk to Wiggins about the circus. Okay.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Elephant. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, probably for the ivory, I would assume.
Oh. Good job.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Sure. Oh,
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
that wasn't 7 seconds. That felt shorter. Yeah, this poor elephant.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Stop playing and accuse that man. The whole point is to get him up.
Aye, you. Stop right there.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
Lockpicker.
I mean, surely we're not gonna just leave. Do we just talk to that guy immediately again?
It said,
You're a bit
disguise
slow
yourself.
to catch on, eh?
Oh.
Get lost.
We got to go put on one of our outfits.
Of course. We should have just done this to begin with, honestly. You know better, Holmes. That's something I like about the Robert Downey Jr. movie, is that he does use disguises and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we want to be today? Casual suit. No. Black suit. Brown suit. Green suit. Gray suit. Bandit? Maybe. Probably not a farmer. Our fancy pantsy dressing gown. Okay, I mean, it's gotta be the bandit, right?
Yeah.
Some makeup table. some facial hair.
Ooh.
I feel like you need a real scruffy beard. Maybe that. Ooh, maybe that. These are. Yeah, let's just go with like. He's got a whole ass bald cap situation. Sure. Look unkempt.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
Oh, okay. That's my mistake. I guess that one.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Watson. I
Calm
love
down,
you.
Watson.
Never
Take
change.
deep breaths now. It's me.
Thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
No promises. Okay. What have we got? Let's see anything in there. Nope. I don't know if there's actually like evidence to be found out here. It just said explore, so. Alright. Let's pop in here.
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Alright. Sounds like we need to do some sort of sting up.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out.
Oh.
The crest of the Honorable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
What in the world?
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
Okay. Alright. Got over here. Unicycle. Ooh.
This printing press is old. but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
This feels very, I don't know, the way this saying just feels very Bioshock.
From lambs
Infinite
into
to me.
lions.
Yep.
Those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people.
Against who? Like, the royalty? Like,
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right here. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on a table over there. Open that.
okay. Ooh, there's the ring. Okay. Where was the... Here. Okay. One of these. I guess let's just start there. What? Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Um,
Nice.
I literally every time with those puzzles, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm doing it right until it just works.
Yeah.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
Bulldog revolver.
The long lost art. What?
Oh, okay. Where's an antique ring? The last missing piece. Also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man. I mean... yeah. I mean, we unlocked your thing.
Did we not?
I tried to talk to him and... Oh, okay. I guess we needed to make that connection first.
Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Westgate, maybe? I don't know that.
That just means, yeah, I think it's that. No!
What would it be?
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Door key, the jail thief, Turner's lamp. The door key.
Door key.
What is that even? I mean, that's just referencing the pawn shop door key?
I guess. He's wearing one around his necklace. Like,
It's a long story.
nice.
I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died. 7 days ago, in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll
Damn.
do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Gosh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
You gonna try to kill us or something? Is this what happened?
Kind of seems like that might be where. I mean, I would be hesitant.
Yeah.
Because we know Holmes doesn't give a fuck, though. But we don't have our
Here I
crack
am
shot
at the manor.
Watson to
Somewhere
protect us.
inside it are the Hellenistic
Yeah.
treasures. This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Oh boy, here we go.
The most challenging one.
How do I? This one looks like it slides, but it's not moving. Oh, this one maybe? Ah, there we go. Is that the only mark that one has over there? I guess so. Oh, there we go.
need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Okay. Man, I do not like this house. It's creepy in here.
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
So,
First place
that's
we
the
looked.
lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
We're gonna pre-open it. Oh gosh, here you go again.
Okay. Hmm. This one is complicated. Oh my gosh. I think this layer is wrong. Can this one move? Seems like these two would, one of these two would move, but can't get either one of them to move, so okay. I just don't know what to do with this piece. 'Cause I feel like the left side of it looks pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck.
see.
It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Trap them.
Let us
Like they
check
get
the
here
thieves' possible
and
escape
it's already
routes
open.
in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Okay, set the traps.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Okay. We just need to find them all, maybe?
This door is a perfect means of escape in an...
I guess.
A solid rope.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we have to actually trap them, I think. Can we, like...
Do it. Look at.
Look at what?
I was like, maybe look at the rope while you're in it, but that's what you did last time, so I don't.
Yeah.
This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door.
I mean, should we just tie it shut?
A solid rope.
Okay.
This should be useful.
Okay, Nancy. Just take a chair. Just pocket that, I guess.
Maybe that's what you're supposed to put on the door.
The door is now blocked.
So they can't get out that way. Okay.
There's like a sledgehammer or something in the next room. Alright, so they'll probably... Yeah, he runs through there. Oh no! Let's take this away from them. Oh, a chandelier.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached.
That's very Scooby-Doo.
I suppose that the thieves
Yeah.
already tried to open
The
the
rope
lock with this
for that
formidable
one.
hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Alright. So where are they gonna go?
I feel like we're gonna hang the chandelier with the
The
rope.
ground floor
Yeah, I
window
think
is
so.
a perfect way to escape the police.
Do we block it? Yeah.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Okay. Is there a place to hang the chandelier in here? I mean, there is. How can they escape up here? Another window.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
That would be quite a fall. Or are we gonna
This should be useful.
put a bead necklace?
Like Home Alone style.
What? Yeah, I think so. Amazing.
One step on these
This
beads,
is wow.
and our thief will go flying.
This is straight
I
from
should
the
walk
Home Alone
carefully
movie.
here, else my plan will be
That's
ruined.
awesome. Lost in New York.
Yeah. Don't be an idiot, Holmes. Okay. Are we worried about this window at all? No. Whoa!
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
Okay. So, is it time to trap the chandelier?
You gotta hang the chandelier. Yeah.
Ooh, hold on.
There is no ladder. If
Oh.
anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Wow. Okay.
Just a pit. Just like lay a blanket over that.
Yeah.
No. Can we just like steal a blanket from something? Carpet, there we go.
This should be useful.
Yeah, these guys are gonna have a bad time. We're straight up just home aloneing this house.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet.
Oh,
on the floor.
that's gonna
I
suck
should
so
walk
much.
carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
Yeah.
Get that rope.
This should
Get
be
that rope.
useful.
Okay. Do a little hippie hop.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
So not just like shoddily hanging the chandelier, but like properly booby trapping.
If he
everything.
runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Okay.
Okay.
How's this gonna go?
Police! Police!
Holmes like these idiots.
Nah.
Stop where you are!
Yeah, Watson.
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft,
Oh,
what are
Mycroft?
you doing
Yeah.
here?
Yeah,
Did you
well-
follow me?
Sherlock,
cares about the
it may
jewels,
seem
man?
that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Well, we kind of are a copper, so.
Yeah.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Okay. Organized the theft of Hellenistic treasures, which was related to the double murder at Half Moon Street. Leighton Chapman was a witness to the crime. Absolve him. Be imprisoned for organizing a grand theft. Since he is not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. Organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope.
I don't like killing anybody. Oh.
Yeah.
Because technically they killed each other, right?
That's the implication, I think. Yeah.
And he was just there.
Yeah, I think he just organized like a heist.
Yeah.
And I think the other two did kill each other.
Yeah. I like that the absolving him one is not him not going to jail. It's just he
Yeah.
didn't murder anyone.
I think we do this one.
Yeah. I don't particularly like him, but I don't.
I mean, I'm not
Charles
into
Foley,
like
you were a
sentencing
witness to a
anybody to
double
death.
murder. You were
Yeah.
standing
And
next
that's why I
to
hate the
Vercotti
ones that are like
when
sentence them
Butler
to death
fired
or
at
let
your
them go
accomplice.
free. I'm like,
The
well,
jury
Yeah.
missed him,
I don't.
but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right. It is never due to pity. Farewell, Foley. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen,
I like
please
that.
take our friends
Yeah.
here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at
Is
Baker
it
Street.
to like mess with the other constable that sucks?
That would
Maybe
be
tired.
that would make me so happy. If we could just report him to Lestrade and be like, "Hey, that dude's an ass." So
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, it's about
Who's
the
there?
merry men.
That is
He's
of
so
no
merry
importance.
man.
theatrical.
What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia. and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange.
Oh,
No
God.
life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines, or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Oh, shit. I mean...
My gosh.
I'm tempted to do it.
You do what you want, girl.
I mean, this is what I wish I could do to our frickin' system.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you.
Yeah. I don't
Now.
think you should blow up the stock exchange, but also keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he get
He
out of
get
that
out.
alive? I feel like they all just died.
Yeah.
Like, that was supposed to blow up the entire stock exchange.
So,
Okay.
you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve,
I mean, I feel like
Mycroft.
the English
Not
Empire
I,
could have
not
used a little
Watson, not
destabilization.
Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait. What? A lady?
Okay. Yay.
Accept the serum. Finish the case. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I think that's it. So is the next one, I wonder if the lady, is it going to be like Irene Adler maybe?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. You seem to know her, so.
Well, this was fun. I enjoyed this game.
Yeah, this was a great game.
Definitely recommend. I feel like this is the first Sherlock or like classic detective game I've played that felt like reading a Sherlock story or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Agreed. I think they did a great job.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, they'll probably only get better, which is cool.
I hope so, yeah. I've heard good things about the whole series, so we'll have to keep playing more of them. I have quite a few, because it was probably a year and a half to 2 years ago, but Steam did a really big Sherlock Holmes sale, and I bought like a big bundle.
Nice.
So, yeah. Well, thank you for playing with me, and thanks everybody for watching and hanging out. And I think we're going to cover this game on the podcast. So yeah, I guess we'll see you not next Monday, because Lauren is going to be here at my house. But yeah, well, we might play later next week, but if not, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Goodbye.